What is up, everyone? Conixis here, and welcome back to Shining Song, Starnova. And, yeah, if you've probably seen my tweet, like, recently, recently for me now, because this is the third episode I'm recording in a row, but if you've seen it that other day, then you know how I'm feeling as playing this route right now. That face explains my entire thoughts on what's happening currently in the route, but just in case, I'll throw it up. Yeah. Sorry I didn't open with an enthusiastic welcome back, but I as you remember last time, Sasami is really been tumbling down the hill of respectability. She accused Ito of rape. She is continuing her kissing sessions with Shiro, and now she had Shiro touch her no place. And basically, Sasami's innocence is now gone. But hey. This is the first time I've recorded Starnova 3 times in a row in such a long while. Because the story has me hooked. This is the last one I can record for now because I have to head to work soon. But holy shit. Anyways. No, nothing's really the matter. The matter really, the director was telling me that we might have to reshoot some of today's scenes later. Well, I don't mind it too much. Retakes are pretty much a given in filmmaking. Really? I'm sorry. Looks like it just wasn't my day. Well, everyone has off days. I've already smoothed everything over with the staff, so there won't be any problems. Thank you, producer-son. That the two of us got into the car and returned to the office as usual. Did I fuck up? Should I have going? I don't think... I might have fucked up. I let out a long sigh as I kept on with my work. A mess of charts, graphs, and reports were scattered about on my desk. Lately, I've been pulling on stop overtime to handle Shining Productions' newfound commercial success. Even though I really wished I could take a vacation, I knew that it would be disrespectful for me to slack off while the girls were giving it their all. Rubbing the fatigue from my eyes, I bent down and kept poring through Julie's 189-page-long contract to work for Fashion Line, and suddenly the door opens and it's Sasami. What? Did I fall asleep? I'm about to say, what the fuck is happening? Whoa! I jerked myself back awake when I had fallen asleep around page 125. Thereabouts. What was that? Weird noise. I could have sworn I heard someone in here. Cautiously looked around the office, keeping my guard up against the mysterious intruder. Someone there? Show yourself! Yeah. I fucked up. I should have continued. Last time. It was a poor place to stop. I lowered my guard when Sasami stood up from behind the sofa. It's just Sasa-chan. Huh? What the hell was that noise? I don't know who the fuck's yelling in the house, but they need to stop. Anyways, it's just Sasa-chan, huh? Maybe you had heard... you had me scared for a second. I thought we had been broken into by a corporate spy or something, huh? That really would have been something, huh? No? Something the matter? I fell asleep. This contract really makes for some slow reading. I was in the middle of babbling on about a contract. Sasami rushed over to me. I nearly fell backwards on my chair when she pressed her mouth against mine. I feel numb. feel numb. I was hoping that Sasami's route would have been the purest of pure routes. That nothing sexual or anything crazy wouldn't happen until the very end just because how pure Sasami was. But no. No. It's not. It didn't happen that way. Oh, hi again, music. I was just back here to do this. Oh, no? Really? I don't have the heart, so producer-san. Holy shit, tongue! I guess there's the two of us nodding our taste buds in a wild, passionate embrace. Wait, where did this situation come from? Obviously, I was still asleep and I was just dreaming right now. I really wish. I pushed Sasami off me, gasping for air. Sasa-chan! What was that about? Producer-san, don't you want this kind of thing? Just to confirm, I smacked myself on the cheek twice. No signs of waking up. This is definitely not a dream. After all, I could tell he was pretty hard down there when I came in. In embarrassment, I dropped my folder on my lap. For a guy, it just happens randomly in our sleep. Anyways, can't you see that this is dangerous? It's not like anyone would see us here. With that, Sasami continued kissing my lips. When did this girl get so much skill? You don't want to know. It's not good. I don't like it. Like, it would have been so much better if Sasami was actually the pure girl and producer slowly let her into it, and it was the first, like, natural vanilla thing in this. I mean, other things were kind of vanilla too, but they kind of just happened, and it happened like, oof. But I was expecting Sasami to be the pure vanilla route of this, but... Alright. Oh, crap, I couldn't just help myself. My hands moved by themselves around her shoulders. Well, I guess it was good to be a big-time producer, huh? Having benefits with big-name idols was just a perk of the job, wasn't it? Besides, if an attractive girl like Sasami threw herself on me, how was I supposed to stop myself? Wait, what the hell was I thinking? There was no way this was alright! Sasa-chan, hey! Producer-san, lately... Yeah, you really have... And not in a good way. Sasa-chan's become a bad girl. I can see that. What happened to you? Wait, don't tell me this is this blackmail? Are there hidden cameras? Don't worry. There's no conspiracy or anything. This is just my personal favor. Wasn't expecting that, but okay. Well, I mean, I was expecting, you know, the scene, but wasn't expecting it so soon. I thought she was gonna say more, but okay. Well, I don't know what to really do here, but sure. Before I knew it, Sasami had unbuckled my belt and unzipped my trousers. My erect manhood stood up like a vast lighthouse in the thundering gale. So this is what a man's... I've never seen one all this hard like this. My heart pounded in both thrill and panic as Sasami gave the underside of my rod-swollen bulb a kiss. Shit, I knew I was supposed to say no, but how could I refuse now? There was just some things too good to pass up. I looked around. You know, if there's a choice that says to stop her, I might have to do it. I don't think I can bear the bad option. I don't think I can. I'm already hurting too much from this. I looked around, confirming that the coast was clear. Let's get this thing started already, then. Oh, the noise. The floodgates broke and I grabbed Sasami by the head and guided her mouth down the tip of my thriving rod. She's on, right? Oh, so you'll make kissing noises, but okay. I exhaled the warmth of her mouth blanketed me. As the warmth of her mouth blanketed me, okay. More suck noises. Seeing the lamb of Starnova sucking on my pinga only made me want to mess her up even more. I tousled her hair, giving her a wild, sexed up look. She worked my shaft, her eyes moist with lurid desire. The only reason why I'm really hurt about this is because I don't know how Sasami could ever go back to being, like, herself after all this. Can she really be reminded of the pure days and go back to it? Because remember, this is just Act 1! So, there's a lot more to this! I don't know, man. Holy shit, I had no idea Sasami could even look like this. This really was happening, right? What had happened to our clean, innocent Sasami, I wonder too. To treat her like this. But I was thinking that. I was pushing her head down on my joystick, her lips wrapped around my Pinga! Unbelievable noises slipped from Sasami's mouth as she sucked me dry. A blowjob from a girl really was phenomenal. It was nothing like getting sucked. From the base of my rod to my heart and up my spine, ending at my brain, I felt Sasami tickling, squeezing, sucking my joy toy. I can't even laugh at the dumb words. Damn it. She used to be so pure, but now she really... I wasn't expecting that word. Is that how it goes? I don't know, man. At this point, I'm not even gonna defend. I'm not even gonna say anything. But damn. Damn. I'd expect that word to be thrown at Julie, but as Sasami, that is something I never expected to be thrown at her in a million years. So shit. I think it's official that my belief in Sasami has really just died. Oh my god. With that word thrown out there, I can tell you guys right now, I don't think Sasami's making the #1 spot after everything that's going on. My heart is too hurt by all this. There's gonna have to be some fat fucking redemption for me to even consider her being in the top place anymore. Damn, this hurts. But I'm gonna have to call. Oh, that's used twice. I'm gonna have to call my girl this word. I never wanted to because she was. I never thought I'd have to. But now she really was a hoe. But I guess I made her a hoe. What had I done? God damn it. What was I even thinking? My brain waterlogged with sex hormones. My world spun. It dissolved around me. Somebody has messaged me. You know, I'm gonna take time out of my schedule to look at the... Let me see. Who messaged me? Yep, that's going on. Anyways, let's get this over with. What? She was trying to talk to me? Hey, let's pick up the slack. I grabbed her by the back of the head and bobbed her hair ribbon a bit more. Suck noises. Oh yes, she was bobbing that thing, down so much, although I never thought she'd be doing it with my Pinga in her mouth. What did you think she'd be doing it with? Someone else, or just... I don't have time to think. I don't have the capacity to think right now. My brain is mush. I better be careful not to get on her ribbon. It was her beloved trademark after all. Sasa-chan, I gasped, feeling power gathered in my chamber. Shit, was I seriously going to do this? If I fired my load into Sasami's mouth, then she'd... Wow, we're just busting out all the words today. Then she'd really be a slut. Wait, why was I even thinking? My thoughts were completely incoherent. What was even going on, and how did something like this happen? Oh shit, just a moment ago I was looking at some charts and stuff and for Sasami's career, but now I was Sasami's producer and somehow I'd skipped first, second, and third base and somehow ended up with a home run unexpectedly. My head went around in circles, my breathing accelerated. You know, that line... I know there's a pause in between it, but I'm gonna... Shit! Oh my god. I had to hold back. It was my responsibility as producer to hold back, but I wanted to just paint her face wet with my cream. My rod engorged its maximum girth as Sasami's lips straddled the line between safety and oblivion. I accidentally locked eyes with her. My cute Sasami-chan, how great it would be to stain you forever. You know, I think I've changed my mind. I think out of everyone, Sasami's gotten the shittest end of the stick. Like, holy hell. This is awful. Ah, the straw finally breaking the camel's back, a drip of pre-squirted from the tip of my nozzle. That's it. I couldn't hold back any longer. Sauce-chan! Sounded like a whining dog for a second. You know, the first time with Sasami, I thought I was gonna be hyped. I thought it was gonna be such a magical event, but... yeah. Anyways, I gripped onto her shoulders and I pumped the first package of cream into her mouth. Sasami gasped the unexpected volume of syrup. With my second delivery, a mouthful of white, stringy batter exploded from her mouth. Sasami squealed in shame and delight as I plastered her face with jizz. She looked down with big, confused eyes as she stared at me, her mouth still open, a pool of resting on top of her tongue. Dangled from her teeth and chin like a gooey... stalactites? What the heck? You gotta swallow, Sasha-chan. With a ginger look, Sasami squeezed her eyes and gulped. You know, I thought she was saying for a reason, but let's not say anything and see if my reason's correct. With a ginger look, Sasami squeezed her eyes and gulped down my... gulp. You, what's it, producer-san? I injected my sex hormones out with my... my senses returned to me. Oh boy, I've really done it now, but it was too late to have regrets. You really surprised me there. Seriously, what's come over you? You didn't like it. I thought all guys like that kind of thing. Well, you got me, of course, I liked it, but seriously, we can't do that kind of thing. I'm not exaggerating when I say billions of yen are riding on your virginal image. The company's fortunes are stacked, you know. Oh, stacked on you. I can't believe you'd say something like that. Hey, Sasa-chan, listen to me, I'm not trying to. Producer-san, do you see me as a girl or a product? Look, of course I see you as a girl, but all sorts of trouble can happen if an idol and a producer were to... Well, I don't know. With that, Sasami pushed me away and stormed out of the office. Wait, look! No, it didn't scare me, but it did widen my eyes. I'm too dead inside to get scared by this game anymore. The game has already scared me with the biggest mindfuck I've already received. I received a slam, just a slam to the door in response. Oh, looks like I've ended in total disaster. Great. She's gonna go to Shiro now, isn't she? I was afraid that she was gonna be like, because it didn't feel good to her, and then she realized that she only liked girls, and then she goes to Shiro, and then, you know, more stuff. But more than likely, she's gonna go to Shiro now because of what just happened, and then she's... I don't really like this route, guys. The sigh collapsed on my sofa as soon as I got home. What an unexpected way to cap the night. I looked at my cell. It was already 3:40 a.m. Fuck, hardly 3 hours until I had to go right back to work. All of a sudden, I felt all the pent-up exhaustion from the months of overtime I had pulling collapse on my back all at once. Well, I didn't even come back home then. I just had to go back to work immediately. But there was no way I was going to stay in my office after that happened. Oh, God. Oh, yawn. Seriously. What was Sasami thinking, just doing something so naughty out of nowhere? Never in a million years could I have foreseen this. Sasami was the very icon of virginal purity on the team, yeah. She was. Honestly, I had always doubted she would ever felt... Yeah, I did too. I thought at one point that maybe Sasami doesn't get that way. ever since like the first live and she said the naked thing on stage, I was like, well, it's a possibility. But then when it was revealed that she never even touched herself, it cemented in my mind that, yeah, maybe Sasami never really did feel any sexual urges. Maybe she really was just purely in love and things like that. And now, what's even the point? Like the saying went, some idols really were so pure that you eventually forgot they had to go to the bathroom or had regular human functions like menstrual cycle or sexual urges. Now that I thought about it, though, she really has changed a lot in the past month, and not for the better. It was only expected. She was now a big name entertainment icon. She was now in the contact with people throughout the business. Gone were the days when people only who influenced her was just myself and the other girls. Now she was in constant contact with other staff members, producers, and rival idols. Suddenly worry gripped my chest. Shit, what if some shady producer had managed to get in contact with Sasami? What if he had corrupted her with his dirty bag of tricks to sabotage Starnova's popularity? Oh, nope, it was not a producer. It was an idol herself, the idol that she's been on set with for the past... God only knows, I don't even remember. But, you know... Or what if it was some horny bastard who was trying to take Sasha-chan all for himself? Fuck. My emotion is dead, if you can't tell. Wait, I had to calm down. Obviously, that was 90% of my irrational paranoia and only 10% of reality. Like, I don't want, like, what's happened to tarnish my reading, but Jesus Christ, man, you don't understand how much this hurts. The Sasami, the pure icon, is now this. Oh, man. Sasami, you should have just stuck to your guns. Looking back with the benefit of hindsight, though, I should have realized Sasami's personality had changed. You think? No, I should have seen it coming. After all, Sasami was eventually going to mature as she gained industry experience. In the end, I had dropped the ball and just assuming that Sasami would remain the lamb of Starnova forever. I looked out the window into the night sky. Ah, what really have I gotten myself into? All this time I had been giving it my all to become an upstanding producer. I recalled the night sky when I decided to become a producer all those years ago. Besides, who really gives a damn about all that? Look, Karu-chan, this is a shit industry. I know it's hard to accept, but fans will be totally chill with the new members. Ah, girls nowadays, they just want to have squeal the next big thing, you know? Just enjoy. You worked hard, did your best, and left with a severance. You have money and a bunch of fangirls will raise their skirts for you on command. And you're here complaining to me, you lucky boy. Ah, but look, I know you're bummed out about this, so here's some cash. Go have some fun. Get some drinks and girls. You'll be a brand new man by sunrise. I remember how I tossed the money on the table and left the club in a rage. Ever since my idol career ended, I'd promised myself that I would never become like my producer. He was a pathetic bloodsucker who used the hard work of his talents to enrich himself with wealth and women. And as soon as their talents were no longer any further use to him, he tossed them aside and repeated the cycle again with a bunch of new eager faces. Despite that promise to myself, though, I had gone and done such a thing to Sasami. Oh, it wasn't really you. I mean, kinda, because you did ignore her feelings, but it was mostly Shiro. I'm disappointed in a lot of you. I succumbed to my base desires so easily. In the end, I was just like my old producer. For once, I didn't know what to do. Doubtlessly, Sasami cared for me a great deal, and not just a friend or a producer, but a man. Under any other circumstances, I would be overjoyed. But right now, I had a job to do, a duty to fulfill. In the end, the only thing I could do was walk to her once she calmed down. There wasn't anything which could be done right now. Oh, I was just talking about... Oh, what do you mean corruption? It's already fucking happened, man. Corruption should have been the name of the first chapter, because it's happened. Act 2. How many acts are we gonna get? Because this is Act 2 now. But hey... The next day, though neither of us could muster up the courage to talk, I ended up driving her to the film set wordlessly. I sighed and just buried myself in work while the shoot continued. She's gonna go up to the roof and enjoy herself with Shiro, man. Before I knew it, the end of the day had arrived. Pardon me, producer-san. Yes, is something the matter? It's about Shimazaki-san. I apologize, did she not seem on task today? No, I was actually really surprised. She seemed to have greatly improved her performance all the span of a day. I was merely sending you my compliments. I see. In that case, thank you very much. Yeah, I hope to see her in more films. Good luck, producer-san. Of course. Oh yeah, she's mad. The two of us got into the car and drove back to the office as before. As I couldn't take this anymore, the silence is just killing me. I got off the beaten path and decided to take a detour. Come on now, don't tell me we're not going to talk to each other anymore. Huh? I'm taking you somewhere.
I see.
I can't even muster Sasami's voice for some reason. It just fucked. I parked the car and walked Sasami to a pedestrian bridge. There's hardly anyone here at the time of night. It's a solid place to get some fresh air and talk over our situation. Hey, Sasa-chan. Sasami walked over to the railing and looked off to the glittering cityscape.
Fate really works in mysterious ways, huh?
Huh? What do you mean?
I never thought I'd come back here.
Here? You mean you've been here before? Oh. Well, there's that, so... But, I forgot to turn that off, but there's this!
One time I thought about jumping off this bridge before.
Ah! Oi, that's hardly the kind of thing you mention with a smile on your face!
Well, I wasn't really seriously considering it, of course. Actually, I guess Producer-san was partly involved that time, too.
I was?
It was right after I had been fired from Golden Cat Productions.
Ah, I see.
It was the first time a man treated me like that. Honestly, I was shocked. And following that, I was blamed by my teammates for angering our producer. Everyone suddenly turned against me. Before I knew it, I was fired for bad conduct. At the time, I was devastated. I honestly felt like my life was over. That's why I came to this bridge and thought about jumping off. But you know what's really funny? I actually met Maria for the first time when she grabbed me and tried to talk me out of it. And it turned out we were both fired from the same company. It was such an incredible coincidence, we laughed about it for a good 10 minutes. She then told me about this new idol unit, Shining Productions, that was trying to start. That's how I came to join Shining Productions as a talent, and I suppose everything else is in history.
But it really isn't amazing how all of us managed to get back together. Honestly, I think President Okada assembled us thanks to our shared past. He's not really involved with Shining Productions anymore, but back when he was younger, he had all sorts of connections and power. I bet he knew of all our backstories from the very beginning and carefully assembled Starnova by putting people together who could relate to each other.
That does make sense. All along, I just thought it was an incredible coincidence, but I suppose it makes more sense that Mr. President did it all on purpose.
But still, Sasa-chan really had a bad experience off the bat, huh? I'm sorry things didn't go better back when you were signed on with Golden Calf.
No. Now I look back and think to myself, I really was a fool back then. It's like when you look back at photographs you took of yourself while you were in middle school and cringe. What was I doing, thinking I could become an idol with such a half-hearted devotion? I'm not surprised I was fired right away. In fact, if it were my own producer, I would have fired myself. So I'm really not scared at all about what happened. In fact, I'm embarrassed I was so naive in the first place.
I see. Sasa-chan's really changed, hasn't she? Sasami turned around and faced me with a playful smile.
It sure looks like it.
I'm sorry for never noticing you before. I wasn't trying to ignore your feelings. But you know, I know it's hard to believe, but I used to be an idol back when I was much younger. Looking back, I feel like I was tricked by my producer, who just took advantage of me. I became a producer myself to prove guys like him wrong. That's why I pretended not to notice your feelings, but I see that ignoring them caused you all sorts of problems, huh? Sorry, of course I care about Sasa-chan too. You're the most important person in my life. But I really care about everyone on Starnova and my job as a producer too. Honestly, I like to be able to keep all three of those things.
That's what I've been wanting to hear all this time.
But now it doesn't matter, because now she doesn't care anymore because everything's progressed. Sasa-chan?
I wonder what'll happen from now.
Sasami looked overhead to the stars.
No, producer, I'm not such a naive little girl anymore. I know it's unrealistic to have everything you want. Because one day you'll have to make a choice, you know? What's the most important thing to you? Me or being able to call yourself producer for the rest of your life? It's not something that can be settled so easily.
You're right. I suppose I was being a little naive.
It's alright. I suppose there's at least one good man left in this business.
Sasa-chan.
Don't worry, I'm alright. I'm not such a weak girl as to be taken down after one little perverted display. Please don't be concerned.
Yeah.
Now let's get back to the office. The other girls are waiting for us, aren't they?
You're right. Let's get going. With that, the two of us left the bridge and got back into the car. In the end, we managed to resolve nothing, but at least we weren't awkwardly avoiding each other now. Life, after all, wasn't about resolving its mysteries. It was merely the state of happening. I guess. Oh man, really? We're gonna go back to this after that? It's like, the game's like, here, have a little feel-good moment. But then I'll fuck you again because you're shit. Keep playing and get hurt. But, I don't know, this is kind of different. Sasami confronted Shiro on the rooftop. What do you mean?
Thanks for all the advice you've given me so far, but I've decided that I don't need Shiro-san's help anymore.
Who messaged me? Alright, anyways, back to reading. Yeah, that.
After all, we're both girls and we're rivals. It's just not possible for this to go on.
Oh, what are you saying, Sasami-chan? You still need my help. Sasami backed away from Shiro.
No. Shiro-san, I think this is as far as we'll go together. From now on, our paths will diverge.
After all the help I've given you, this is how you repay me. This is unbelievable, Sasami-chan, and you know it.
Shiro-san, will you please cut it out? We both know that you were planning to ditch me as soon as I outgrew you. I outgrew my use to you. It was how you do things, is it not?
What do you mean?
You were hoping I would just roll over and fall head over heels for you like Kanahana-san, weren't you? And unfortunately, I'm not her. Maybe your plan backfired a little. But thank you for the new perspective you've given me. I'll be sure to treasure your advice for the rest of my life, but now, I suppose it's time to say goodbye, Shiro-san.
You little... No one makes a fool out of me and gets away with it. Do you have any idea who you're talking to? The goddess ascendant of Quasar? The empress of entertainment!
Yes, I know, but I'm your rival. You know it too, how the current establishment must inevitably be toppled and replaced with a new queen. Shiro-san, let's do our best. After all, only one of us is going to be the number one.
You did this. You did this and I'll feel bad. You did this. You created this. Fine. This is all well and good. So this is what it feels like. Sasami-chan, you were the first to ever reject me. And for that, I'll say I'll acknowledge you as my rival. But nothing further. You and I are on two different planes of existence. Starnova will fall, just like all the others who have challenged Quasar. Sasami, you do know that Shiro can just out you for lying about Ito. That's a thing that can happen. She probably could just be like, you know, in the moment I felt it was the right thing to do, but I believed her, but I found out myself that Ito was telling the truth. He didn't touch her. Sasami's a bitch. But hey. And plus you've told Shiro all this stuff as well. So, you know, like, she has dirt on you. I mean, she did before. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know where this is heading. I'm so confused. I'll accept your forgiveness if you come and beg on your knees for a chance to join Quasar next year. I know men who will be overjoyed to take you on board.
Then let's do our best to finish the rest of this film. Shiro-san.
Of course. We are pros after all. Saw Sasami return from break with Shiro. Something the matter?
Oh, no.
Looks like you came at the right time. I just got a text from Aki-chan's manager. Sounds like Aki momentarily collapsed after a photo shoot. I don't know the full details, but I'm headed over to the hospital right away to see what's going on.
So you mean Aki-chan's been hurt?
We don't know yet. That's precisely what I'm heading out to find out. Your new assistant should be able to handle things from my stead. Looks like we lucked out being able to replace Ito on time, or else we really would have been in trouble. Leave Aki-chan to me and focus on getting today's shoot done, right?
Understood, Producer-san, but I'll head over to the hospital right away once I'm finished here.
Alright, see you. With that, I drove to the private hospital where Aki had been admitted. Of course, we already had a contingency plan in case someone suffered an injury. Towns not only had needed to receive the highest standard of medical care, but their privacy had to become completely guaranteed. The last thing we wanted was for stories like these to leak to the press. Thankfully, it did not seem like the paparazzi caught wind of Aki's admittance to the hospital. At least, we had that going for us. Is everything about to fall apart like in the other routes? Because Aki feeling fatigue now, and... I saw a staff member standing guard in front of Aki's room and went inside. When I entered the room, I saw Aki's mom along with the doctor.
Producer-san.
Good day, Yumiko-san. How's Aki-chan doing?
Well...
I saw Aki lying on the bed in the hospital gown.
It looks like... it's what it looks like.
The doctor leaned in my ear and whispered me the prognosis. I see, thank you. Now the doctor left the room.
I can't believe you didn't say anything until now. Your body must have been hurting, hasn't it? It's normal for idols to be in pain. We work all day and exercise all night.
This is totally different from that kind of pain. The doctor says it's going to take at least a month for your knee to recover. You not reporting the initial sprain only made it worse, you know.
I didn't want people to make it into a big deal. Besides, after saying everything I did, there's no way I can tell everyone I messed up, is there? Because then I'd just be stupid shitlolly who talked big and failed when the going got tough.
Aki-chan.
Producer-san, there's still hope, isn't there? It's close to the Dome Live. Dome Live's still a month away. There's no need for Aki-chan to sit out the live. I'm sure her knee will have recovered by then.
Honestly, Aki's mom had been a thorn in my side ever since I met her. She always hovered around Aki, always deciding everything for her. Aki had grown into a woman now. There seriously was no need for her mom to even speak like a producer to me. Or like me. The door opened and the situation went from bad to worse. How so? Please, not now. Please, God, not now. Please. Please, not now. Please. Please, not now. Past Conixis. Bet you're regretting what you said that time. Oh, boy.
Well, Aki-chan, it's your beloved former producer.
This guy again? Seriously, I was getting tired of his meddling. What were the guys outside doing letting this man waltz in here? Aki's face visibly paled. She sank behind her blanket. I raised my arm to stop Oda before he could approach her any further. Pardon me, Oda-san, but this is Shining Productions matters. Unfortunately, I requested you have to leave this to us.
Oops, my apologies, Producer-san. I didn't mean to step on your toes. Just here performing a wellness visit for my precious. Get out! Aki!
Yeah, this whole situation's happening again.
Oda-san, it's such a pleasure to see you again.
Ah, yes, it's been much too long. Much too long.
My face twitched as my two least favorite people on the planet shook hands and smiled, while Aki, obviously frightened out of her mind, on the bed beside them. Oh, for crying out loud, I couldn't believe this. It's only going to go downhill from here. Oda-san, I've got something important to discuss with you. Yumiko-san, too. Come on, let's take a walk.
Important?
Producer-san? It's of pivotal importance to Aki-chan's career. You must listen.
Oh, I see.
Lead the way, Producer-san. Despite Aki's biting personality, I had to sacrifice myself here for her. It was my duty as a producer and as a human being. I looked back at Aki with a wink as I ushered her mom and Oda out of the room. It was hell, but I finally managed to convince Oda and Yumiko to leave the hospital. I sat down in a chair beside Aki, my face drained of color.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I know my mom's a difficult person to understand, but she's still the only family I have. Don't hate her too much, alright?
Yeah, I more or less understand your family situation.
Anyway, sorry. It looks like I caused you all kinds of problems or trouble.
I'd like to say it's nothing, but I'm going to cancel all your jobs until the Dome Live so you can focus on healing your knee. It's really close, but I want to believe that you'll be able to perform.
I suppose there's no choice. For now, I'll just have to stay quiet and hope people don't notice what happened. With the Grand Prix just around the corner, we'd lose the public's confidence if word got out that I've been injured.
Of course, given the paparazzi's constant investigation of Starnova's affairs, there was no way Aki could just vanish for a month without the public's noticing. The best way we could come up with some excuse is like an unexpected illness or leave of absence, and then just weather the public speculation until Aki was ready to return to work. Door opened and the remaining girls of the team arrived. Looks like they all got off work early to see Aki today.
Ah, Akion's reeling down! Seriously, you had us all worried.
My wishes for a speedy recovery. How bad is it? Are you gonna...
I can't believe you, of all people, were the one to get hurt. And after all that big talk, too.
Of course Julie's the one. Of course Julie.
Aki-chan.
Everyone. I stood and faced the girls. I know what this could mean, but right now let's all give Aki-chan our best wishes for a speedy recovery. Despite obviously looking distraught from the turn of events, the girls murmured their well wishes.
Look, I get it. I screwed up. After talking big about having to risk everything to get to the top, this is how I ended up. It's not even funny. I know you all must be angry with me because I'm the angriest one here. To be reduced to this.
The girls looked at their shoes, big lump in each of their throats.
Usually it'd be alright for someone to be down for a bit, but the timing's really not good this time. Look, we're all glad that you're not seriously hurt, but this is...
Quite a crisis for the team, no? At this rate, can we really hold the Dome Live as planned?
What are you saying? Of course we gotta hold our Dome Live. How else are we gonna get our fans to back us at the Grand Prix?
But Aki-chan's been hurt. Aren't we trying to overdo it?
Sasami walked forward and looked down on Aki, her face lined with steel.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I cannot believe Sasami is being the ass. She's become the shit lolly, but worse. Oh. Guys, Sasami's not faring well on the tier list right now. This is not good. She's reaching Julie's standards of assholery. Well, no, she's past that, but she's reaching assholey standards that I can't even begin to explain.
Then get better. This is your burden. No one's going to...
Oh, Sasami. She's laying it on thick. She is laying it on thick.
No one's going to baby you and say it's all right. That's not what we signed up for. I don't want Aki-chan or anyone else here to hold back Starnova. That's why you're going to dedicate yourself to healing so that we can all perform at the Dome Live as planned.
Sasami faced the other girls, her hands balled up into fists.
We're trying to become the #1 here, aren't we?
Oh my god, who is this woman before us?
Then how can we fall so easily?
Yeah, that's about my face. That was the shock when I read that first line. I was truly shocked that Sasami... I thought Sasami was going to come to a realization, like, maybe I shouldn't be doing all this because this could be me. I should really not be following Jiro's example, but no. Oh, no. Sasa-chan? This doesn't sound like something the old Sasaya would say. It's not like Aki-chan. Aki can decide to get better, so what are we supposed to wait for exactly?
If Aki-chan doesn't get better...
Ooh! If Aki-chan doesn't get better, then she'll just have to be cut from the team. And the same goes for anyone else who's going to hold back Starnova, huh? Ugh. I understand you have to buckle up and be an adult, but this is taking it too far. She could have stayed how she was and still had a mature mindset, but Sasami is not faring well on the tier list at all. Oh my god. This is the angriest and rudest she's been this whole game. I don't like this route. It's really not turning out too well. The girls gasped.
Cut!
Oh, don't you think you're saying too much? You're thinking exactly like those bastards at Quasar!
It's not like we have a choice. What's the point of keeping someone who's only going to cause trouble?
I don't want to say this, but you're sounding awfully like someone I used to know. Don't tell me that she's influenced you.
I'm just tired of being dismissed all the time. I'm not the stupid land of Starnova, you know. I'm the center.
Ladies, let's keep our voices down. Aki-chan's... Before I could finish, though, I heard Aki behind me. Is Aki crying? Oh, no. No, Aki's agreeing. Okay. If she made Aki cry, I'm gonna be real. Sasami would have been at the bottom. That's it. That would have been it. Nah, that would have been it. That would have been the straw to make you make my girl cry. No, but nah. She, I don't know, man.
Sachi-chan's exactly right, you know. That's just the way the business goes.
But we're different. Starnova wasn't supposed to be like this.
Drop it, Maria. Aren't you being a little naive?
I just don't want to see us become them.
In any matter, we are hardly improving the situation by arguing here.
Nemu's right. Let's all settle down and let Aki-chan rest. Deciding that further discussion would only be counterproductive, I ushered the girls out.
Wait, I wanted Sasha-chan to stay. There's something I want to talk to her about alone.
Alright, but no more fighting, alright? If I hear shouting, I'm coming right back in.
Yeah, don't worry. Of course, I won't lose control of myself.
You sure about that? I'm not so sure anymore. Alright, but the rest of you, come on. Now that the room was empty, save for Aki and Sasami, the two of them began their discussion.
You really sprouted horns, haven't you? You could say so. Well, it was bound to happen. You're the center, after all. There, I acknowledged it. I did what I couldn't. You became our leader.
Leader.
Hey, but tell me one thing. Have you even gone as far as doing it with producer? I suppose so. I see. So you've done that too. Completely defeated, huh?
Aki looked up into the ceiling, bitterness wrinkling her face.
Sorry, it really looks like I took everything. Sorry, it really looks like I took everything from you. Your hopes, your future, your love, everything. I suppose it's just a shit while these just desserts. I couldn't do it. I couldn't become the main heroine. Not you. That's you, isn't it? I suppose so. Losing here like this, it's the worst. Been an idol since I was 10 years old, doing all sorts of unspeakable things, climbing the rat race, tolerating that woman's nonsense, pretending to be a happy-go-lucky 12-year-old for the past how many years? Only to be defeated by a lamb like you. Seriously, not even funny. It's alright. It's alright to climb on top of my body and reach for the top. In the end, that's what life is. A million years of evolution and humanity's still no better than animals, isn't that a fact? I suppose so. It's too bad that things turned out like this. But you know, this isn't the end of your story. It's not like you're going to die. Maybe your knee will heal up and everything will return to normal. Maybe something will happen to me, and once I graduate, you'll become the next center. So let's do our best, okay?
That line means nothing anymore. Sasami leaned forward to Aki, but her eyes offered not an ounce of reassurance. Her former catchphrase, yeah, nothing more than a veiled threat. Yeah, it means nothing anymore. To hear her say that now, it's just like bullshit. Get better soon, you'll be left behind. For all intents and purposes, she might as well have said that. Aki knew that look well, from the time her mother had worn it on her face. Aki turned away from Sasami and pulled the blanket over herself.
Alright, I get you already. Anyways, I'm finished with what I wanted to say. Now, I'm sure you've got plenty of places to be, don't you?
After that, everyone was thoroughly exhausted, so we decided to stop for the day. After arranging for everyone's transportation, I drove Sasami home. Sasami spoke to me while looking out the window.
I realized something today.
Really? What?
It really must be a lot of trouble to be a producer, huh? Encouraging girls to keep working, leading them on with promises that things will get better, because you know all along that your promises probably aren't likely going to happen.
I've always found that difficult, yes. At the end of the day, though, that's reality. Nobody can guarantee success. I chuckled to myself. Who would have known that adult society was such a dirty place? Who would have thought, indeed, wouldn't it have been nice if everything turned out like idols made it look on television? All fluffy and happy? Well, it did in other routes. But this one... No?
Producer-son, do you believe that life can have happy endings?
At the very end, yes.
Huh? Why?
Well, it's all relatively speaking, of course, but I still believe that if you work hard and live according to what you believe in, you can be happy. I suppose everyone believes in different things. Some people believe in cynical things, evil things, but I suppose pursuing those things make them happy just the same. Maybe your happy ending was built upon another person's bad ending. Maybe your bad ending was the accomplishment of somebody else's happy ending. This is why adults are allowed to drink alcohol. I suppose it's all come down to whether you can look back on everything that's happened up to this point in your life and say, I can be happy with this. If you can, then I think you've achieved your happy ending.
I see. I suppose happy endings are all in the eye of the beholder, then.
Well, as long as you're happy, I don't see any problem. Sasami let out a long sigh.
What a long, grinding day. So much trauma happened. Honestly, I feel like the weight of my troubles is about to collapse on top of me and squish me flat. And yet, as soon as I wake up tomorrow, I suppose I'll have to act happy for their cameras again, huh? I suppose it's only natural for an idol, huh? A whole bunch of fake smiles and laughter.
Sasa-chan. Oh. She's kind of looking at me and I don't like it. I don't kind of like it.
I really can't stand this kind of thing. Honestly, it's a little tiring, you know? Fighting with the other girls and always having to smile and suck up to the fans. It makes me feel kind of gross on the inside.
You've really become a type idol, huh?
Are you disappointed to hear me say that, producer-son? Did you want me to stay perfect little lamb forever?
Well, of course, the adult world will hit you at some point, but you're supposed to learn. You're not supposed to just completely convert your way of thinking to someone else's and then try to perfect it into your own way. Like, you have to build your own, path. I mean, yes, others influence your path, but you've strayed so far off your original path, and now it's like you're walking side by side with Shiro in a sense. It's like, I don't know, man. Anyways, you're being paid for this. It's not like anyone else in the world is thrilled about their jobs either.
Being called a spoiled princess by producer-son. It's a first, isn't it?
Hey, you.
Well, at least my producer's still a dependable person. It really have been the worst if producer-son was a slacker on top of everything else.
I voluntarily smiled at Sasami. As Sasami gave me a few playful jabs on the shoulder.
I'm so stressed.
I'm about to say, what music is this? But I see.
It'd be nice if someone can come in and give me a nice massage before I went to sleep, huh?
I shook my senses back to me, Sasa-chan. After a little experience in the office, I was dying to continue where we left off and take it all the way. However, something felt wrong about this. After all the things that went wrong today, I decided to play it safe. After surviving everything so far, I picked up a nose for such obvious bad ending flags. Yes, this was the point where I was going to succumb to the temptation and end up messing up everything, right? Well, no way was I going to fall for that so easily. Go away, bad ending route. Shit, this already feels like a bad ending route. Really? I know a few measures that, who can contract. I know a few masseurs who I can contact. They'll sort out all your back and muscle problems in no time. I was at Sasami's apartment and parked the car. Let's not make any more trouble than we already have. I gave her head a pat. Good night.
Fine.
I don't like where the story is going, man. It's not fun. It's not. So as I thumbed through the morning's tabloid, Kashiwagi Aki nowhere in sight. Could she be fired from Starnova? Details: a girl, grisly training injury inside. Within a week, admittance to the hospital, the story broke out all over the papers. The girls all gathered in my office looking worried about our coming Dome Live.
What a tough pickle, eh? Hockey-on fans seem really worried that she might not be able to be at the Dome Live.
Can we possibly delay the live? Give Aki a bit more time to heal? Unfortunately, you can't really change anything with the live of this size. Everything's already been paid for and contracted out. If we don't hold the Dome Live, it'd be a disaster both financially and PR-wise.
Oi, of course you can't cancel the Dome Live. What'll happen to us if we do that?
It's already a huge mess, because we can't practice with the full membership anymore. Of all times, for things that are going downhill.
Could this merely be the beginning of our decline? It wouldn't surprise me at all. That's the idol business for you. Fuck, I can almost feel the keys to my Lambo slipping away from my fingers. Jesus Christ. Is Aki really going to be able to recover, or is she going to have to graduate? And then after One-sama graduates too, just what's going to be left of Starnova?
Oh, I ain't planning to go anywhere yet. Why are you counting on me, counting me out so easily?
Come on, Oni-sama, let's just face the music here. Guys just don't get excited about your saggy tits anymore, Jesus Christ.
You! Come on, ladies. Julie, that wasn't very nice thing to say, was it?
Do you think I'm gonna be nice when my Lambo's disappearing with each passing second?
Usually Sasami would be the one breaking up the fights like this with her. Now everyone nowadays, though, she usually just ends up adding more fuel to the fire. I never realized until now just how much Sasami had been holding the unit together in the past.
Wow. Wow. Damn! Sasami is really going savage now. She don't give not a single fuck no more.
What a mess. I sure wish I could have led another idol group instead.
Wow. I have no words. I actually have no words. That's... Damn. Out of anyone to say this, I never expected it to be Sasami. Aki would be the first person. Maybe even Aki and Julie would be the first people. Everyone else I would not have expected this from. That is... Wow.
And Julie, you're just reminding me why I disliked you on your route. You're being a bitch already, and nothing's really going on with you. Fucking hell, Julie, I'm tired of you. You and Sasami are kind of fighting for last place right now.
Damn Christ in heaven.
Hey, what? So you wanna fucking do it, bitch? Well, Aki-chan's out with an injury. Maria's...
Even being range for Maria was the one who was nice to you and helped you out.
This is what you call biting the hand that feeds, in a sense.
Maria's honestly overdue for graduation, while you're pretty much a scandal away from being fired. It really is a mess.
Thank you, Maria. Thank you. Thank you so much for this. Thank you so much. Where are you on the tier list, Maria?
I don't know, but you're just for saying this line, you're probably up there in like second or third right now. Cause Jesus Christ, like, Maria's the only one with her head on straight right now. I don't know about the others' thoughts and opinions, but so far Maria's the only one who's spitting the facts.
Hey, aren't you saying a bit too much? Then what about you? You're becoming a pretty despicable two-faced idol yourself. What's the issue? Aren't most of you the same way? Why is it just me who has to be the good girl all the time?
The girls once again shouted amongst themselves until Mika's tears interrupted them.
What's happening to Starnova? It's like everyone's totally changed. We got famous and rich and for change, and now everyone's become like this. Honestly, I thought it was good. It was a good thing becoming big celebrities, moving into a brand new sparkling office, making a lot of money and becoming rich, and even holding a dome light, but how did we go from that to this?
It's like we've all become corrupted. I've never thought it could happen, but look at us now!
Mika's words, the girl's anger deflated into depression.
Mika-chan.
I'm watching you. Not you, Julie. The one in the middle.
I get what you're saying, but still. We all suffered a lot to get this far. We don't...
I'm watching you.
You don't even want to know what they say about me online. They have entire message boards dedicated to harassing me now. There's no way I'm gonna let the haters win, not after going through all this.
But see, you say this, but I don't know if I can believe you anymore.
That's how I feel too. Lately, I haven't enjoyed being an idol at all.
I mean, I can understand that, but I don't know about you feeling like, you know, you're breaking apart. I feel like you might not care anymore. Our big rebirth, Starnova, huh? I suppose the lyrics to our song weren't quite right. Every idol unit has its troubles, but it's still too soon to give in. Anyways, you all need to work, don't you? With Aki-chan gone, let's all pick up the slack that our popularity isn't affected.
Okay.
With that, the girls trudged out of the office. Damn, this story has taken quite the turns. Oh, we'll continue this next time, because holy shit, mate. Let's see, Sasami already has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 episodes. And let's see, everybody else, was that Mika? Yeah, that's Mika. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. She has 9. I don't know who has 3. I don't remember. Is that something else, or is that Aki? 3? Maria had a long one. And the beginning is just the beginning. But yeah, guys, this is becoming quite the fucking story. Jesus Christ. I can't believe that Sasami has become this fucked up. Even calling out Maria, who's been like her pretty much best friend since day one, and talking about, oh yeah, Maria should get the fuck out of here. She's long overdue for... Jesus Christ. I just don't know. Sasami, this isn't our Sasami anymore. This isn't the pure girl who kept the group together. The one, and it's not like I'm saying Sasami had to be all perfectly pure the whole time. I expected in her route that she'd probably understand that being pure isn't the best thing because people are always out to get you, but I didn't expect her to take such a 180 like this and become the asshole idol. Everything that's happened in this route has hurt my vision of Sasami, and it's just, Jesus Christ, man. I really don't know how to feel about Sasami anymore. Like, I can't hold her above anyone at the moment. She's kind of down there with Julie at the moment of being just kind of shit. I miss other Sasami, the one who actually kept the group together, the one who smiled and meant it, the one who wanted to do her best and it actually meant something. Now she's just the heartless idol like Shiro, and all Sasami really needs to do is fucking play the mess out of somebody, and then, I mean, she kind of played the mess out of Aki and the others, but not in the sense that Shiro did to Kanahara, but as soon as Sasami does something like that, then she's basically Shiro, and I'm not gonna like her at all then. Jesus Christ. Sasami's route is just taking such the turn I never would have expected out of Sasami, and it's honestly, truly just shocking that she's become like this. I expected so many pure and vanilla things coming from her route. I expected my heart to just flutter or some shit when I did her route. And it was in the beginning because she was all enraptured with the producer and wanted that pure relationship. And I was like, oh, it is going to be cute. And then Shiro arrived. And then Oda arrived. And then Aki's mom arrived. And then the whole thing just started getting worse and worse and worse and worse. I don't know, man. And it's like, personality is really a big thing for me to like somebody.
So even if Sasami looks good, that I wouldn't be able to. A shit personality that she's like developing, I can't deal with a shit personality. I just cannot. I literally cannot stomach a shit personality. That's why when Julie was acting like an asswipe in her route, I literally just hated her for like the majority of the route, because I hate when people get all stuck up and then they act like an ass. I hate it. Sure Aki's an ass, but you can tell that Aki deep down, she does have feelings, and she's only doing this because she feels she has to. But Sasami, I don't know what she's thinking anymore. Maybe she feels like she has to because of the board and all that other stuff, but I don't really know, man. It hurts to see Sasami being like this perfect vision of the perfect, nice and pure girl, the innocent, the one who would actually change the idol industry and make Starnova actually what it's supposed to be, the forgotten and the idols that were abandoned actually making their comeback through good means and not trickery and bullshit. But damn, giving a long ass speech about a visual novel, but you know how it is when you been with the characters for like 50 something episodes and you bonded with each of them in different ways. It's like, damn, man, damn. Sasami has never let herself go this, like, to this point, and her own route is the route she ends up being corrupted. Damn. I don't think not once has she had a negative thought, like really truly negative thought in anyone else's route. But now it's just, Jesus Christ. You don't have to be a perfect lamb, but you could have still retained some of your lamb personality. The good, I understand acting serious when it comes to competition, but when it comes to like friends, everything else, you could still be the same lamb that everyone loves, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, I have to get going to work now, cause damn. When I get home, I might even record more, but Jesus only knows. Thank you all for watching. If you like this, hit the thumbs up button and say what your favorites. Also share with your friends. It's been Conixis. You can follow me on Twitter. The link is in the description below. Thank you all for watching. I love you all, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye, everyone.